All right, so if you look back at, no, where am I going to start this? Frick. Okay, I just watched a Joey Swoll video, a recent Joey Swoll video, and basically, this woman looks like she's making like a time-lapse video where she's standing in an airport and a bunch of people are walking by, and she's going to stand there for a long time and then fast forward it to where like tons and tons of people are walking by and she's just standing there. So it's one of those time-lapse videos where she's standing in the same place and everything's moving around her. She gets mad because some guy stands kind of right in front of her camera. And I wanted to make the point, I wanted to ask where this entitlement comes from, where somebody gets mad that happens. Because she's filming humans being humans. Years ago, people used to film stuff like that, this time-lapse stuff, and they used to just embrace humans being humans, whatever they did. So if a guy like stood right in front of her camera, what she should have done is just kept standing there. It's a time-lapse video. How long was that guy going to be there? So anyway, I wanted to mention that I looked up to people years ago, like 10 years ago, and when I made my YouTube channel 6 or 7 years ago or something, whenever I made it, or 5 or 4 years ago, whenever I was filming a ton of videos outside in public, sometimes people would walk by and sometimes people would even talk to me and like ask me what I was doing. So I'd be talking like this to the camera with like a tripod in public, and if somebody like kind of walked by over there or back there or whatever and they just started talking to me, I would just stop and I would talk and I would say hi. And I was making videos about like being confident in social situations, so I kind of just embraced it and it kind of worked, and I was just like, oh hey, what's up, yeah, I'm filming this video, blah blah blah. And then in my head I thought, I don't think this ever happened anywhere, but if anybody asked me to leave, I just had it in the back of my mind that I was just gonna leave if somebody asked me to leave. Like if I was outside of business or something, or in a park and like the ranger came by and he didn't want me to be there filming or something like that, I would just leave because I respect people and I respect their property. So this woman just has a completely different mindset, and I think I know why. I think I know where this entitlement and this lack of respect comes from. It's because now everybody's doing it. So I was thinking like 5 or 6 years ago, like 2019-ish, when it was still pretty weird, this was before, 2020, this was still pretty weird that people were online or people were watching YouTube videos and that people were going around with selfie sticks. It was weird to do that. It was weird to hold your phone as a camera and to like film a video in public. And it took a bit of courage to do that. And I felt like I was pushing myself a bit out of my comfort zone to film videos in public when everybody else would be walking by and just kind of like looking like, what's he doing? And then, they would keep walking and I would feel a little bit odd. I would feel a little bit weird, out of place, but I was pushing myself to do that because I was making informative videos that I believed in. And I was proud of it. And I pushed past I used courage to push past the feeling a bit self-conscious in public. And this girl in this video that I just watched, go look at Joey Swoll's, one of his latest videos, I think maybe 5 videos back from when this is uploaded, the date this is uploaded. There's like this girl who puts her hands on a man because he's in her shot, her camera shot. And back then, the reason I bring up the courage thing is because I think 6 years ago, it took courage, and now it doesn't take courage because everybody's doing it. Not everybody, but a lot more people are filming out in public, and a lot of businesses are posting videos online. Everybody's more active on social media, so it's not that weird to create a video in public. So people feel entitled to do so. And when the people around don't act how they want to act, or how they want them to act, then they lash out, like this girl. And I say girl strongly, because, she is a woman, but she's acting like a child. And a spoiled child. So that's the entitlement. That's where the entitlement comes from, because people see a lot of people doing it online. But where's the lack of respect come from? Where are there not role models? Like my mindset, I swear, my mindset, if you look back at some of my videos, my channel's not that big, but if you look back 6 years ago when I was filming videos like out in a park, I'd have a tripod set up or whatever. Somebody would just like, people would be walking by in the background and stuff, or in front of me. And I made it a goal to just focus, you know, and just stay focused, stay on topic. And if somebody talked to me and wanted to say, like, hey, what you doing? I'll just tell them, and I'll continue the video, and I'll get back to being focused. And I embraced it. I thought it was cool, actually, if somebody talked to me. It would just be part of the video. And I felt like there was that respect. Like, I needed to respect everybody around me. Maybe the lack of respect is because it's from the entitlement, and it's like, well, I'm making a video. Everybody makes videos now. I'm making this video. Why do you have to ruin it? Don't you see I have a tripod set up? Like, you can't step in front of it. It's just, it's so crazy, like, how that mindset has shifted so much over the last 5 or 6 years. It's completely flipped. Like, people used to be so chill when they went out and vlogged in public. If you look at all these, like, some of the biggest content creators from 5 to 10 years ago, they would just vlog, and anything that happened, they would just embrace it. And they would always be in a good mood. Or, I mean, they would always be embracing what happened around them. And anything that happened, if some random person talked to them or some random person got in the way, it would just be funny part of the video. It'd be a funny part of the video. Now, it's like people, like this girl, just want everything to be perfect, and they want the environment to move how they want it to move. It's just, it's not good. It's in bad taste. It's not good. It's not a good, like, and then she made it, to be fair, she did make it into content, but she made it into, like, spoiled girl content, where she's like, oh, I waited 7 years to make this my dream. Why'd you wait 7 years? You couldn't go out in public and, she's at an airport, it looks like, or something. You couldn't just walk into an airport and do this, like, 7 years before? Why'd you wait so long? Because you weren't courageous enough to do it 7 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 5 years ago. Now everybody's walking around with freaking tripods, filming everything and uploading stuff on social media. You feel entitled to do so now. When somebody screws up your video, you could have just kept filming, screws up your video, then you feel like you need to push them out of the way. Spoiled. So that's my take on that. Let me know what you think. Bye.